Anuanum agedifo Onyankopɔn komhyɛne se sempo bibi biara obesi asoda ma Onyankopɔn no na eye Nyankopɔn ntino esi efiama no ewal janna yei a wo hwei eye agyenkwa kasoa winiba kwantempo no so central region Islam abrabo Islam dwumedie ne Islam ho ntotue nyina na ɛwɔ ntotwede wo ho wo hwɛ bie ya nyame adoma akwa Ramadan ye betwe mu na emia ye saa ɛde saa asoda wei ɛba saa mpempense wei anuanom ɛbɛhina sɛ ɛbɛhia momboa ɛwɔ kwan bia empo etumi egyina saa ayam bobo ama saa bie we nkremofo a wo mo ho nyina de aka roofing plastering windows doors speakers amplifiers microphones yede be fra asore ama obia ba asore wo saa bie we eno na gidifo se obetumi abo he a boan no Nyankopɔn be hyira Onyankopɔn ade hye mombo he no Nyankopɔn be boam jazakallahu humu khayr assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh
Ladi nyankanta di shem onadidi eni won haw nyina ato agidiefo so ne santi ose mayen sisi won mayen hye won aniyeya empokura se o magyapade a wona wofu agya wa akiri no mayen fa se wuni magyanka bi na wo twene ben krokro no ede won safefa ne tiri hu a alase enhyira soronko ne wom afia subie mu twanin afahye idil ada aduru ho de wobedi de obehye eni baabi odini tibeto mam online etiefu followers o mo wiase afana nyina ene Salamu Muslimin Foundation akambom ye be chentade akumdwan ananantwie anu anuane de agye nyanka ene wona woni bi eni kwan soronko kra so afi frɛ ana chat mam online ɛwɔ 0246751175 na di nkyeremu bia ohia wei yɛ the janna agenda fa papayo taw janna ma janka bin srafi
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك الملك لا شريك لك لبيك اللهم لبيك
Ustache nu pa banya ko pon kaya disi bote mamu radio Allahu akbar
Wallahi al-jannatu fi daws is our limit inshallah amen.
Now hi mom online radio and TV o share live Facebook YouTube Instagram Telegram Twitter and a Snapchat program near Ideal Muslimahs show we English edition yene Mallamah Mardiya Mustapha anybody media live video mu hana me kai wo say affiliate WhatsApp groups ahodwa your videos your audios any your publications any nam so radio member GH Bayanuddin FM USA Alim Counseling Center Salamu Muslimin Foundation Ideal Muslimahs of Mam Dawa Keteke Muslim Access Movement page 1 to 3 Mam Online page 1 to 10 Mam Online Egypt Libya and Germany Islamic Gallery Ideal Muslimahs of Twanse why you should accept Islam firm believers in Islam Jihad on Nafs Waini WhatsApp platforms ahodwa your audios and your videos and namso worldwide your studio lines 0246751175 and 0200773367 partners are your any umudijuma organizations any umudijuma ewufia Salamu Muslimin Foundation in Yankani Wisiana or Shawomu and a Sadaka Walls project a brua any tutuma or momuninsu your sponsors a B Musa Phones a Doom Kumasi Habitat Air Conditions and Engineering Works Abuabu Nima and Omonso Ewo O pay etier live our radio swa a online radio coradio.net na search Imam Radio 1 ubenyayen call Google Play Store your mobile app neda ho search Imam Radio 1 ubitmetie live jumedia yedi ubeto wasum tune in radio Imam Radio 1 modern Ghana yeda ho online radio box and also yeda ho no Imam Radio 1 make out your website mamghonline.org okoha nyoma yedi we fie ha nyina ye publish e wo ho for akenkan ye damu nyina mo ase sama join ni dwumadi live e wo devices so say your phone, computer, tablet baby bia wo he bia ye de ala asumdue e kire mu nyina program no ye ideal Muslimah show ye ni Mallamah Mardiya Mustapha ene bedi dwumadi nene topic I will be discuss women and Eid. Women and Eid. Inshallah, ye dan ho aba, ye ba obeputo egu mama ye.
O satenya nuhu pa ba Nyankopon nkyɛ de sebe temamu radio. Allahu akbar.
Wallahi, al-jannatu fi daws is our limit. Inshallah. Amen.
Nam ya mama kwa babium program no eduru fancy ya na eyemede no we hear the swift transition from Chi to English na enwanwa Mallamah, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
I believe you are doing well.
Alhamdulillah.
Together with your kids and husband. Why are you laughing? Not yet, eh? Okay. Bismillah, Mallamah.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulina Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wa hlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, today I would like to talk about women and Eid. And as we all know, Eid is around the corner. Inshallah, maybe on Sunday, if we have long life, inshallah, we'll also witness the Eid of 2019, inshallah. So Eid, I'll start to explain what Eid is. Eid is an Arabic word meaning festival. So we have Eid al-Fitr and then Eid al-Adha. And Eid al-Fitr is the Ramadan festival, and then the Eid al-Adha is the sacrificial festival. So inshallah we'll be experiencing the Eid al-Adha on Sunday, inshallah. And as a woman, there are a lot of things you should do and not do on the day of Eid. And that is what I would like to talk about today, inshallah. What women should do and what they shouldn't do on the day of Eid. So I would like to start talking about the physical things or the physical preparation a woman should do on the Eid day or during the Eid days. So inshallah, I will start with a woman's dressing on Eid day. The way you dress as a woman or as a Muslim woman speaks a lot about you. So we have to be, we have to take our mind to the way we dress, and we have to focus on the limitations and what Islam talk about when it comes to dressing as a woman. It is in the Quran, or Allah says in the Quran, "Huzu zinatukum inda kulli masjid." Like you should adorn yourself or you should dress beautifully whenever you are going to the masjid. So since Eid or Eid al-Adha is a big festival, it is also part of the Sunnah, and also also part of the Sunnah, also a good deed to look for the best dress among your clothes, so that you wear and then you also look presentable when going to Eid. But then you have to be careful with the we have to be careful with the covering or removing parts of your bodies. Like actually, me, I'm a Zango girl. I'm from Ababu here, and then I've witnessed a lot of Eids, and I've seen what has been happening when it is Eid day. Sometimes even the ladies, it's like they just go there to show off their dressing, to show off their distance. Well, Allah has made you alive for the whole of the year, and then it is the last year in the month of Islam, which is Zulhijjah, and that we always celebrate the Eid on the 10th of Zulhijjah. So if Allah has made it to you and you are able to see this day, instead of thanking Allah on that day, we end up even sinning towards Allah. The way we dress, we sometimes dress like anyhow, or we dress as if we are not Muslims. We don't dress as how the Quran told us to dress. As a woman, when dressing, you have to make sure that your dress cover from head to toe. You have to put on your veil. Your only your fingers or your palms should be visible. And then apart from this palm, not all the parts of your body should be covered. But then if you say, because it is Eid day, so I want to dress in a transparent dress, or I want to show my beauty, so I'll dress in this way and that way, then you are actually sinning towards Allah. And then Eid is a day full of blessing, because angels descend, a lot of angels descend. So I'm asking, if you have in mind that angels descend, then you should also have in mind that I have to cover myself, so that the angels will not even feel bad staring at you, or like they will not have to turn their face towards you, because it is a big day. But then our ladies today, they move to the extent they even add hair extensions, like they add this wig to their hair, which is also haram. It is a blessing, or it is a day full of blessing, then you are doing all this haram to your body. Some will even, like, before the day, will just try to change their color, so they will try bleaching or something like that, which is also very bad, because Shaitan said he will appear in front of us, behind us, beside us, just to make us deviate from following what Allah has ordered us. And one of these things is what is going on today. It is happening so much that, like, when you think about it, you sometimes, it's true, even the day of judgment is near, because a lot of people, ladies nowadays, that is what they are up to, bleaching. And especially during getting to Eid day, you see a lot of people as applying pomade to themselves, so that they will become fair and they will just bleach themselves, which is also totally wrong, because one, you are being ungrateful to Allah, and again you are sinning, because Allah has created you and has made you dark. And he made you dark because he knew when you are dark, you'll be beautiful. And that it is the dark that suits you. But then you then go ahead and then you want to show your hunger to Allah, or you want to show that how Allah made you are not satisfied with. So you want to change yourself into how you are satisfied with, which is also totally wrong. So we should be so much mindful of this. So my ladies out there, we have to be so much careful with, like, how we see ourselves, or like being humble to how we humble ourselves towards Allah, how we will be thankful to how Allah has created us,
and also how we'll be content with
how we will be contented with what Allah has given us, and how Allah has made us. We shouldn't be so aggressive, or we should not be people who are not thankful, or who are proud or arrogant. We should always be humble and then be contented. Because even in the Quran, in Surah Al-Fajr, Allah said, Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyya. Like those who are having the contented nerves, Allah will tell them they should come to their Lord, radiyatan mardiyya, well pleased and pleased. Like Allah is pleased with them, and they are also they are pleased with Allah, and Allah is also pleasing to them. So we should put this in mind, that when Allah has blessed you with something, you have to be content and always thank Him. Another thing we should be mindful with is the merrymaking we do on Eid day. Merrymaking there is nothing wrong with merrymaking on Eid day, because Eid is a festival. You have to enjoy yourself, thank Allah, be happy, celebrate that Allah has made you reach the end of the month in Islam, or you have seen another end of a year, and then you are thanking Allah, so that He will, and pray to Allah so that He will grant you the ability to see the next year. But then in this merrymaking, there are certain things we should also be mindful with, especially these days. A lot of haram things have come, and then people are trying their best to imitate these worst things by engaging themselves in this haram thing. If you can imagine, on Eid day, you see people mingling with men. Like, even on the Eid ground, when the Imam is making the khutbah, you see a man and a woman even hugging, chatting, even handshaking. Meanwhile, they are not. The man is not your the man is your mahram. He is not your husband nor your brother, but just maybe a friend or something. But just like, and then with the mind that, oh, it's Eid day, so I'm wishing him Eid Mubarak or something, to the point of hugging and even handshaking, which is totally wrong. It is haram, because a woman who is not a woman cannot shake hands with any man apart from a husband or a brother or a close relative who are not her mahram. So why should you do this on the Eid day, thinking because it is Eid day, so as form of celebrating, I'm doing this just to wish him Eid Mubarak, and it is totally wrong. Again, to engaging in or going to places like the swimming pool or jams just to celebrate, where haram things and haram music are being played, or going to the cinema where you watch haram movies. All these things are wrong. You cannot say you are doing it as a form of merrymaking or as a form of celebrating Eid. It is totally wrong. On Eid day, there are a lot of ways you can celebrate. There are some of these ways like you take your siblings, you go to the hospital, you can maybe greet the patients, and although they are there, some people are very sick and they are not able to celebrate the Eid with you. You can even buy certain things, or even the food you cook at home, you can take it to them, share it to them, so that they will also feel happy, and then also feel the happy, even though they were not able to celebrate the Eid outside, they will be happy inside that you thought about them and then you came to visit them. Another thing is, when you are all ladies too, you can sing and dance, but then the song is a problem. You don't have to sing these haram songs and what we are listening to today and all the songs which are haram too. But you can use some of the Islamic songs of maybe some Yusuf, Marizan and others, and just to entertain yourself. Or women, you can come and gather around and then you also entertain yourself. Like this ideal Muslimah of Mom, they have those projects time. So as a lady, if you want, you can come and join this sisterhood. Like, you are highly welcome. You come, but one of their projects is also hanging out to celebrate as ladies, so that we don't feel lonely. Also, you can, even if you are not able to join, or maybe due to far, you can, in your own community, you can gather some of the sisters around, create such sisterhood, and then when it is Eid day or you want to celebrate, you can go and hang out somewhere alone. You just enjoy yourself, so that you feel ease and feel happy, because you cannot always be there saying, oh, because I cannot enjoy or I cannot mingle with men, so I will not celebrate or something. There are a lot you can do as women. You can go skip, play and pay, pick and act, dance, sing, and many others.
Eating competition.
Yes, you can do that. You can do that. Eating competition, you can do that. I don't know if I don't. It's like they didn't organize that this year, but I am very sure the coming year, yes, they will organize that. But there is this thing, sisterhood too. I'm following Estate page. They even this Eid too. There is a hangout at Ratri Park, and even eating competition is part of the activities that will be done there.
Men should also organize one.
Yes,
I like that part. Yes, the eating competition.
So you can go there, just enjoy yourself, and after that you come, you release a lot of stress, and then after that you come home. But it's not this thing advisable to go mingle with men, go to swimming pool where you have to dress nakedly or something. Even in your habaya and hijab, and even niqab, you can enjoy yourself with ladies around. Or when the ladies are around, you can take off your niqab and this thing, because you are all ladies, and then enjoy yourself. It's good. It's a good thing. It's not, Islam has not forbade women from doing all these things, but then how you do it is a problem. So we should be so mindful of how we do our things. Again, another thing is visiting places. It's like I've mentioned, I've explained it together with the merrymaking. But even visiting places, see, if there's some of the women, like some of the places they visit, like in the evening, they say, we are going to the club to enjoy ourselves, or we are going to this place, and mostly haram places. All these things are bad. There are a lot of places you can visit. You can go to as I said earlier, you can go to the hospital and visit the patients. It's a form of reward. You gain your reward, and you are putting this thing, you are putting smile on somebody's face. So you will gain your reward for putting smile on the person's face, and also visiting a sick person. The reward in it is not something small. So even on this Eid day, although apart from the reward you get from going to Eid, and then the reward you get from doing the Allah Akbar, saying the tashriq and the others, going to visiting places with good intention to put smile on people's face is also a form of getting reward. You can also visit the orphans or the orphanage just to put smile on the orphanage and the orphan's face too, because we know in Islam even wiping the orphan's head is a form of gaining reward. So there are a lot of places you can visit. Even if you want to hang out, as I said earlier, you can organize as sisters and then go somewhere and then hang out and then celebrate and chill yourself. Then after that, you come back home. It's also a good thing. And it's also a good thing, prisons, because like you go there, you see, even when you go there you yourself, you understand what this world is. You go to the prisons, they are also there. Their rights to move around has been curtailed. They cannot move around. So they are at one place. You are able to move around. You are free. You were able to go to the field and pray and this thing. So since they were not able to go, it's a good thing to put a smile on their face too. You go to the prison, you give them food, or you just like give them things so that they will also be happy. At least they know there are people out there who also think about them. So it's also a good thing. You can go to the prisons, and there are many places you can go. It only depends on how you go and what you go and do there, and your intention when going. That will make it haram or halal. So we have to be careful with that. And there are a lot of things. We do on this Eid, these 3 Eid days. It's just we have to make our intention clear, and then how we do the things and what we do there, so that the things will not be haram, but rather they will be halal. I spoke about the physical things and materialistic things a lot. Now let me come to the spiritual aspect. So spiritual aspect, as a woman, how do you prepare yourself, or on the Eid day, what are some of the spiritual things you do? First of all, what I would say is the intention. There is a hadith which says, "Innamal a'malu binniyat." Everything you do starts with an intention. So it's either you have a good intention or a bad intention, and your intention determines whether you gain a reward or a sin. So early in the morning, as a woman, you wake up, you have to intend you are going to eat, you are going to do this and that just for Allah's sake, just to gain Allah's pleasure. Your intentions should be very clear like that. You shouldn't hold any grudges in you. You should, even if you are like, be it you had a grudge with your husband or your kids or even your sisters and siblings, then you have to try your best and then clear all these grudge. Talk to them, be in talking terms with them, they settle every problem before you make your intention that you are going to the Eid prayer. And then before the Eid, which is the day of Arafah, the 9th of Zulhijjah, it is a highly recommended day to fast, because fasting on that day, according to a hadith, when you fast on the 9th day of Zulhijjah, 2 years of your sins will be forgiven. So do you know, like, the sins you've committed so far? Maybe even your sins, like, you don't know the sins you've committed so far, and then just fasting on this one day will expiate all the 2 years of sins. So you should make it, or you should have the intention of fasting on that day. Fast on that day so that Allah will be happy with you, and then He will also forgive your sins. The next day, which is the Eid day, if you are there is no a woman can sacrifice or can slaughter animal on Eid day. So if you are also part of the women who are going to slaughter or they are going to sacrifice animal, then it's better you fast that early morning. So you go to the field to pray. Then after that, when you come back, before you break your fast, so you have to consider all these things. Whether if I'm sacrificing, I have to do this, I have to do that. The intention, and also then the same spiritual aspects. After you've dressed, it is also a part of the physical aspect. Now, the spiritual aspect is the spiritual or is the cleanliness, like bathing. This thing, ghusl, is a very high recommended sunnah to do it on the 8th day. A woman, it is also a spiritual aspect. Although you clean, you are wearing clean dress, but you don't know the sin or the stains on your body. So it's good you bath ghusl with the intention that Allah will clear all the sins or all the things your body has done that day. Then after that, or if you don't bath the ghusl too, then ablution. You should make sure you spiritually clean yourself, which is the ablution. And then the use of perfumes. We should be careful with the perfumes we use. We shouldn't use strong perfumes. The perfumes we wear shouldn't be felt by or shouldn't be heard. The smell shouldn't be heard by any other man, because it is also a form of zina. You know, in the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Umar and another companion were there, and then a lady came to pass. Then she was having a strong perfume on, and Umar reprimanded her and told her to go back because she is committing zina. And so even a perfume and the smell of your perfume is a form of committing zina. So we should be mindful of this thing, and we should be careful with the type of perfume and even the type of these things pomade, because some pomades will have strong smell. We should be mindful of all these things before we step out to go to the field to pray. And again,
the stars is talking about tattoos.
Okay.
Is it
design?
the
design.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
The lily or the design?
Yes, the lily.
The design.
One they do on their hands.
The
Wow. So what about that? Is it haram? Is it accepted?
Okay, the design is not haram, but the tattoo is haram. Okay. Tattoo, which is for this, the design is just also a lily, a type of lily, but that one is black.
So where are they supposed to do it? Is it their hands, or they should do it in the middle of their breast and show it off?
No, but if you are a married lady or you are married, any part of your body you can do it
to show it
your
to
husband.
Okay.
But then showing it to a strange man or someone who is not your,
that makes it haram.
But there is no problem with doing the design in any parts of your body, because if only your husband allows it, then you can do it and then show it to him. There is no problem with it. But then showing it to other people, that's where the problem comes. Yes. And again, the khutbah. When you go to the distance, okay, let me start with the tashrik. We shouldn't be chatting when going to the field to pray. You should be always doing the phrases Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha. We should always be when going there. It should be something which should be coming out from your mouth. You should be doing it to loudly, and then till you reach the ground, and then after that, when you are returning to, you should be doing it till you come back. You shouldn't go and then be chatting unnecessarily, living on the day of Eid. Some people will just be gossiping instead of just doing this thing and then getting your reward. No, they are not doing it. They will just be doing other things and unnecessary things, and it is a very bad habit. Okay. We should make sure when we are going there, our mouth is busy with this azkar. We should keep on doing it. Angels descend a lot on that day. Make them be happy to see you, not frown to you. The problem is because maybe we don't see them. I don't think if we see the angels, and we see how their face are when they see you doing the adhkar, I think you will just be doing it. So even you go to bed, you will not stop it. So we should just imagine that Allah is happy seeing you doing this, and then be doing it continuously on that day, inshallah. Again, when we reach the field too, please, my ladies out there, we shouldn't be so much focused on the selfies and the photos we are going to do, but we should sit and listen to the khutbah. After the khutbah, or after the prayer, and after the khutbah, after the prayer, we can get up and then now snap our pictures and then do our selfies. But then the sad thing is, you go to the field to pray, and then you see ladies are there. They don't even not only ladies, even with their guys too. They don't care about their khutbah which is being given. What they are concerned about is taking pictures, posting it, and all these things. They just take pictures, and it's like somebody said it nicely that this time is selfie era. So everything you are doing, you want to take selfie so that people will know that you are doing it.
We are in the selfie era.
So even on Eid day, instead of sitting to listen to the khutbah and praying, people are trying to take selfie, posting it so that people will know that they are in this mosque. They are listening. This is their dress on Eid day. This is how they look, and which is very bad. We shouldn't be so much engrossed in these things. We should rather sit and listen to what the imam or the sheikh is telling us. Maybe it may be a good benefit to us in life. We don't. Again, another thing too is like giving gifts to people. It is also a spiritual thing. Like although as I said earlier, your intention will determine the thing being good or bad to you. Some people maybe they give to show off, and this is a very bad intention. You shouldn't have that riyah or showing off when you are giving gifts to people or something. You should have the intention, oh, this is a big day, I have enough. Maybe the person beside me is not having, or you know of people, some needy people around you, or an orphan. You can just wrap a gift, or you just you prepare the food, and then you're this thing, you go and then give it to them, so that you also put smile on their face, and then they will also be happy that they are celebrating Eid or something like that.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
The question is, some of our parents are not alive. Can we give charity in their name?
Yes, because like for good deeds, dear, that is, even after your parents are dead, that is the only thing that you are left to do for them. Okay. Because after prayers is for you to give charity in their names, and then do things in their name, so that they also gain the role. So it is a very good deed to do on Eid day. Eid day, you remember your parents, then you do something for their sake. Even they will be happy, and they will be proud to have a child like you. Okay. So we should also put that in practice. We should do that things for the sake of our parents who are late, and other things. And again, visiting of family members and the sick people. Like, we should kinship in Islam, or kinship in Islam is not a small thing. We don't have to like spoil this tie. We should hold these ties to our family and relatives. When on Eid day, you can make it a distinct chance. You take on the family, you go around, you visit your grandparents and other relatives, far relatives whom you don't normally visit on normal days. So you should make this on Eid. You should make the Eid day a habit to visit them, so that you put a smile on their face, and then like they also know that you care about them, and then something like that. So we should make it a habit to go and visit our friends and also relatives on Eid day, and also give them gifts and other things. So, like, that is it for the physical and spiritual aspect. Okay. And for the merrymaking, there is a hadith I want to talk about. There are a lot of hadiths about this merrymaking, and one of it is even the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Abu Bakr came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he was in the house of Aisha. So he came and met her with two young girls. They were all singing and dancing. When the Prophet during that, the Prophet was just under his mantle sleeping. When Abu Bakr just entered, he commanded Aisha and said, "Aisha, what are you doing? Don't you see that you are disturbing the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam?" The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam then raised his head and told him he should stop them. He should stop what he is doing. He shouldn't reprimand them. It is Eid day and they are celebrating. So there is nothing wrong with the celebration, but how you do the celebration is the problem.
Makes it haram.
Yes. So inshallah, I would like to end here, and then I pray Allah grant us the ability to see Sunday, this coming Eid, and then we try our best to do the halal things and then stop the haram things, and may Allah bless us with the reward of Eid Day. Inshallah.
Okay. Okay. Your last advice to the women.
Okay. So women out there, like our mothers out there, we should even make it a habit to buy maybe these sweets on Eid Day and then share it to the children there, so that they will feel happy and this thing. Even like I sometimes, even if they are running around shouting, we shouldn't reprimand them or shout at them. It is also, if you shout at them, they will even feel bad towards Islam, because they will feel like Islam is full of harsh and this thing. Even in the mosque, I'm not allowed to run around and this thing. And all these things, when kids start doing, it's a way or it's a form of them having this thing, the love towards Islam, because they feel like even they are doing this and they're happy. Like one of my teachers once told me, if you are praying and then a child comes to climb your back, make sure the child is still on your back whilst you are still praying, because the child will feel happy. He will feel like there is even fun in making salat.
Yes.
But when the child comes and then you push him away or you sack him, then he wouldn't feel happy, because you feel like even in prayer there is harshness, like you don't want me to come close to you. So we should make the Eid Day a joyful day for kids, not a sad day or
you shouldn't drive them away
or make them cry for
insult them.
Yes, we shouldn't do that.
Okay. Mr. Ibrahim Sumaila, you are watching us live. Say Amen. Ya Allah, may Almighty Allah bless you, sister. Farouk Yahya, you are also watching us live. Be wise, Ayuba. I think is that tell them to dress well before going for Eid prayer. Inshallah, she just did that. So, Prince Senna Gausen, well done, my sister. All right. Abu Yarabi, Semasha Allah, Yadamunina Mwase, Kubra Summit. You are also watching live, and other followers be brave. Yadamunina Mwase, hi, Mom Online Radio and TV program near Ideal Muslimahs show, we English edition. Yane Mallamah, Mardiya, Mustapha, and he did you made Sundays about non kono. Yadi allergiam make I say website no mamghonline.org and Facebook Live, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, Skype, Snapchat, Ninina Mam Online. The production team has always been Ishaq Abubakar, Edu, Musa Al-Haj, Nyama Junior Haj, Omar Mohammed, Abdulaziz Ishaq, Masood Nashiru, Faisal Mohammed, Yusuf Abdul Mumin, Mia Mitiedrem, Yefreme Yunus Mohammed, Enko Adanko de Katwaso, Yebasisia, Yaba, Yebetwaso, Inshallah.
Wallahi, Al-Jannah to Firdaus is our limit, inshallah. Amen.
Aladi nyanka di shem onadidi eni won haw nyina ato agidie fo so ne santi ose mayensisi won mayenhye won aniyeya empokura se wo magyapade a wona wofu agya wa akiri no mayemfa se wuni magyanka bi na wo twene ben krokro no ede won safefa ne tiri hu a alase enhyira soronko ne wom afia subie mu twanin afahye idil ada aduru ho die wo bedi die obehye eni baabi odini tibeto mam online etiefu followers or more wiasia fanan nyina ene Salamu Muslimin Foundation akambum ye be chentade akumdwan ananantwie anwo nuane de agye nyanka ene wona woni bi ani kwan soro nkokra so afi frɛ ana chat mam online e 0246751175 na di nkyeremu bia ohia we ye the janna agenda fa papayo pa o janna ma janka bin srafi